Oh my God, what happened to Ghetts? Somehow it gets worse for Ghetts. He has had two new dangerous driving charges added on top of his causing death while dangerous driving charge. Now, guys, what does this mean? In short, what it means is the police, while doing their investigation, they probably found new CCTV of where he was. They used ANPR's technology, automatic number plate recognition, automated or something like that. We just hate ANPR. To see where the car was, to see the journey, and they probably managed to find CCTV footage that showed him driving dangerous. And you know what's even more mad? What's even more mad that's coming out is he was obviously driving dangerously beforehand. They say Tavistock Place in King's Cross. They call it Camden. Euston should be, yep, Euston's down there. I literally used to walk to college all the time when I went college. Westminster Kingsway. Stand up if you went Westminster Kingsway. Oh, we're nearly there. Oh, yep. Then you go here. Oh, then you keep going down. Then you keep going down. And 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 you keep going down. Then you go through here. Yeah. Yeah. There's college. Here's my college. All right. Just taking a look at it. Yeah. This is my college, Westminster Kingsway. But they say that they've got evidence. Well, for them to charge him, they must have some sort of evidence of Ghetts driving dangerously around here. This is a college, a lot of people, very busy area. And then they say that after he hit the person who's from Nepal, by the way, and his name is Yubin Tamang. Yubin Tamang. Rest in peace to you. It says here that they've got evidence of him speeding down this road as well. After the accident, they've got evidence of him speeding down this road, driving dangerously down this road. And I know reports at first were saying that he's drunk. No official reports have said that. I mean, I think Ache said that. I saw a few people say that, and the guy who went to court. And let's talk about that guy as well. That guy who went to the court. What's it called? Rage. Bruv, listen. I remember there was a lot, because this Ghetts situation is crazy because it started a lot of conversation. People saying, oh, who can do journalism? Who can't do journalism? Bruv, that guy said that myself and Fredo had to be in court on a certain day while I was in Atlanta partying with baddies. You know, watch it lock. Cue the watch it lock intro, bruv. You know what I mean? So I can't really take my man seriously because it was like, I see it as kind of a joke thing. But anyone can do journalism, but that whole conversation, it just went mad. You know, people saying, oh, how's he turning up to court trying to, you know, build a career off of another man's downfall. But I mean, we can all do journalism, man. Clark Samuel Ghetts allegedly continued to drive dangerously in Worcester Crescent Redbridge, which I showed you guys, on his journey back to his home in Kings Avenue, Woodford, East London. The black BMW, which is allegedly registered and insured in the defendant's name, was said to have suffered significant damage. The rapper has been in custody since a preliminary appearance at Barking Magistrates Court on the 27th of October. On Monday, he appeared at the Old Bailey by video link from Pentonville Prison and spoke to confirm his name. Mr. Tamang's family watched in court, having travelled to the UK from Nepal. Adjourning the case, Judge Ninal Lickley, King's Counsel, said Ghetts could appear in court by video link again as he remanded him in custody. Now, this is the judge who remanded Ghetts in custody, Judge Nigel Lickley. Here he is. We've got a look of him. It's good to see, you know, the people in charge of the case because you can get a look. You can kind of get a vibe off them, how they're gonna be in this case, man. Yeah, guys, we do need to remember that Ghetts is innocent until proven guilty. With the way this system is, they could after the trial they could determine he's not guilty of anything. You know, they could determine he's not guilty of anything. I just hope the victim. His family gets justice. I hope the victim's family gets justice. I've received a lot of backlash in my first video because I said I don't really care what happens to Ghetts. You know, considering someone died, you know, I'm sorry. Like, listen, I love Ghetts as well, like all of you guys, but someone died here. You know what I mean? Someone died. I just thought we have to focus on, you know, the bigger picture here. But obviously, we just hope that everybody here gets justice. If Ghetts is innocent, hopefully he's found not guilty. If Ghetts is guilty, I'm not going to wish a guilty verdict on anyone, but I hope that the victim's family gets justice. And it's crazy how you see all of the news sources covering it. The grime artist, whose real name is Justin Clark Samuel, allegedly failed to stop his BMW after he hit 20-year-old Yubin Tamang in northeast London. He was initially charged with a single count of causing Mr. Tamang's death by dangerous driving. He now faces 2 further charges of dangerous driving before and after the crash on October 18th. So it's just over a month ago now that this crash happened. And I mean, if he's found guilty of this, it's not going to be a crazy sentence, you know? Like, he's looking at maybe 5, 6 years, 10 years, along them lines, you know? We're not looking at KO numbers or Billions numbers, you know what I mean? But it's shocking. It's shocking how, I mean, a lot of people even got on to me saying, Tankz, how are you saying you can speed safely? Listen, like, let me make it abundantly clear in this video, guys. Do not speed. Do not drive dangerously. Do not drive under the influence. No official news sources have said that Ghetts was driving under the influence, so I'm not going to report that. But always follow the rules of the road. I'm never going to encourage anyone to break the rules, bro. I say don't do balloons while driving. I think that stuff is dumb as hell. I think it's dumb as hell, bro. But guys, I need you to let me know what you think in the comments below about this, you know, because I tried to stay out of the conversation because it was just a whole bunch of madness going on, you know, when this news first broke. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to make my video, give him my opinion. I ain't doing none of the reporting, bruv. I'm going to just leave it to everyone else, fam. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave it to everyone else. But it's crazy how your life can just change so quickly. Like, from a split-second decision, you know, something you do every day, split-second decision. Your life can just change forever, guys. It can change forever. Chungli, what do you think? Sorry, guys who say I only have 1 mask, bro. I've got 2. Well, I've got a whole packet, not just 2. People are going to clip that. Chungli, what do you think about Ghetts? Chungli says you just have to wait until court. Because Chungli says you've been changing your tune about Young Philly. Hey, listen, we're waiting until the court case happens, bro. You know, I'm not a judge. I don't have a law degree, Chungli. You can absolutely shut up, bruv. Obviously, Ghetts is going to enter his plea, which is going to be crucial. You know, that is going to be crucial. It's going to be crucial what he pleads. If he pleads not guilty, it's going to be a trial. You know, we've got a trial to come. But if he pleads guilty to get like a third of his sentence or something like that, if he just accepts it, depending on what his solicitors have seen during discovery, they're going to decide whether to plead guilty or not guilty. And yeah, either way, it's just mental. It's just mental how your life can be one way and go another way the other day. But leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, my people. We've successfully got the video to 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Rest in peace to Yubin Tamang, though, originally from Nepal. Nepal's a country I always wanted to go to. I believe people are going to call me stupid. Geography is not my strongest subject, but I'm sure Kilimanjaro's in Nepal, or Nepal has a lot of big mountains. I'm sure it does. He was an only child sent to the UK by his parents to study at the University of Roehampton, which is crazy because I drove past there not long ago and I saw it. It's a nice uni. They said he was a very, very good person and a hip hop fan. So he probably listened to Ghetts' music, which is crazy. He was seen on CCTV. We've seen the CCTV, and you know, we're not going to show the CCTV again because there's been a few incidents that I've covered where the victims' families have got in contact with me and said, okay, can you please like not show the CCTV of my family member dying, you know? And it's like, I can respect that, man. I can respect that. I can only imagine the pain that the victims' families going through and Ghetts' families going through, bro. Because at the end of the day, you know, if God forbid something, I was in Ghetts' position, like my family and friends are still going to be thinking about me. You know, same with you. Hopefully, if you've got people who love and care about you, no matter what happens in this life, you'll have people in your corner and who care about you. Yeah, let me know in the comments below, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace and love. Thank you.